and I'm going to do my best to explain it, but you got it. This is not the easiest stuff to understand, but you're going to have to just practice it. With radians, one of the things I want you to think about, if this is 0, and this is pi, and then this is 2 pi, I want you to think about this when you're thinking about another way of writing pi. And I want you to think about it in this way. Another way of writing pi is 3 pi over 3. Think about 3 pi over 3. Now, we'll talk about why I want you to think about it that way, but 3 pi over 3 is one way to think about it. Another way to think about it is 4 pi over 4. And a final way to think about it is 6 pi over 6. And what that means is we can think of this also, 2 pi, as 12 pi over 6. We can think of 2 pi as 8 pi over 4. And then we can also think of it as 6 pi over 3. Now, I want you to think about that in terms of how many of the reference angles that you have, because in this, all of these are the reference angles. The pi over 4, the pi over 3, or the pi over 6. And I want you to think about those as being the reference angles, because that will help you with a problem like the one that's showing on there, the sine of 7 pi over 6. So when you think about 7 pi over 6, let's think about what that looks like. If I'm asked to find the sine, get out of the highlighter, the sine of 7 pi over 6, notice that 6 pi over 6 is right there, right back here. That's 6 pi over 6. So 7 pi over 6 is just a little bit further. Something like this, right here. That value right there would be 7 pi over 6. It's just one more pi over 6 further than that horizontal. If you draw that triangle then this is the square root of 3 over 2. That's negative. This is negative 1/2, and this is 1. So 7 pi over 6 is negative 1/2 for a value. So if I draw this, notice that if I draw this around, 7 pi over 6, okay, right there is 6 pi over 6. One more would be to here. And then if I put in negative 1/2, because we're dealing with the sine, we should get the right answer, and it shows us where it is. So again, think about those reference angles and where those are. Same kind of thing with this one. Cosine pi over 3. Pi over 3 is a 60-degree angle. Pi over 3 goes to right there. Cosine is this side right here. You know that side is 1/2. So if we just do 1 divided by 2, we should get the answer. Do another one. Show you one more. Sine of 0. Okay? So think about 0. 0 is right there. This is always 1 because it's the radius. Remember, it's the radius of this circle that would go around to here. Remember? So it's the radius of that circle that goes around there. So you got this circle that's going to go around that. That's a radius of 1. Notice that point right there is the point 1, 0. We talked about it before. This is the sine. This is the cosine. So the sine of 0, we're not going to move it. The sine of 0 is just 0. And we're left right there. So do more of these problems. If you need help, please ask me for help. That's what I'm here for.